I am such a film person. If I could live my life over again, I'd be film. And then I would want to be brought back as tape. And then maybe as a machine, an editing machine. Because to me, when I grew up in the late 40s and early 50s, we had no television. And you'd go to the early bird show Saturday, and then you'd wait and wait for your parents to pick you up, and that was the highlight of the week.
Oh, yeah.
It's spawning so many creative people, and I've done some films, and you know, we talked about Scorsese. I got to do Casino.
I know, he was in. If you haven't checked this out yet, you got to see Casino. You played the senator.
I played the guy who's now the majority leader of the Senate, or whatever. He's Senator Reed. And he was a gaming commissioner in Las Vegas, and it's a small role, but a very important role to the movie. But the thing that thrilled me wasn't just doing that, was sitting with Scorsese, just like we are, while they're shooting and setting up. And he's a great example of, if you're really serious about getting into film and production, this man lives and breathes 24 hours a day, the passion for film. He's a very immaculate, tasty guy. He doesn't look like the kind of guy that would shoot these violent films that he does.
So you're looking at him thinking, where's this all coming from?
Oh yeah, he must be just an amazing mind. And he spent his whole life, and he's really behind the film restoration projects. And to me, it is such an art form. I get a little jealous because we are performing people, just like say a ballet dancer would be, and you get a unique experience every show. Where in that Broadway show, the show wasn't the same twice. Film, you get to see it again and again. And as you watch them, there's certain films I could watch. Casablanca, Citizen Kane, those are gimmies. Those are like cliches of great movies. But a lot of film I could go and just watch again and see different things, and I just enjoy them so much. So the thing is, when you get in this, to be good at it, you really have to feel it.
You gotta love it. And
you're going to make a lot of mistakes, and I've made so many. We've made a lot of mistakes in our performance, and that's part of the excitement of this business. If you make it, and you really love what you're doing, you have the opportunity to taste other things.
The 48-hour GFC, for anybody that really doesn't know what it is, it's a unique opportunity right here on the Sun Coast to be able to get out there, and you've got to film and edit, you got to shoot the whole thing within 48 hours. And I know we were talking about that earlier. You love this concept.
You don't get a lot of thought. It's like you're shooting your first draft, and it's how unique and creative a person is. It's not how much money they have. And I've seen some film shorts and various film festivals, and it's the idea. Idea and execution. And one thing that really got me when I saw things that got me is how it was real important to me, the filming technique, and how close, how intimate did they get. Now television, most of Tom and my experiences in TV.
Could you give the folks out there some tips?
Yeah, well, we all have egos. Our egos say, I'm a creative guy, I want to do it. My brother and I, we fought like brothers our whole life. And finally we went to a counselor, couples counseling, at my insistence. And I said, we either break up or work together better. And it turned out for the latter. And so from the standpoint of coming through, working out a relationship, teamwork is so worth it. Swallow your idea. There's
so check
no right
the ego at the door, because you guys did a show weekly where you come on, you wouldn't even know that there was.
Oh, we had fights. We had a knockdown couple fights.
See, I didn't know that. I would assume that, but I didn't know.
In the snow in Aspen, the show was in there. It says, Tommy, are rolling in the snow. We're not hitting each other hard. But,
not hard.
Yeah, people are walking around.
Tapping, you know.
Yeah. But the thing is, don't check your enthusiasm and your ideas kicking around. Like writers always work in teams. Almost always. Why? Because you're just infinitely better. If you get an idea and you say you're going to go with this, there's always going to be some guy in the group that's going to think he's the dominant, he's the head cat. Well, you got to try to get an understanding in front that your ideas are all to be put in the hat. And what I learned in working with people collaboratively, we had 12 or 16 writers on the Smothers Brothers show. And you had to have them because you're working at 5 shows or 6 shows at a time. And Never self-censor always throw out your ideas, but be willing to listen. And when someone's giving you that idea back, don't be thinking on how you're going to defend what you just thought is the best idea.
Keep your mind open and listen.
Keep it
Absorb
open.
that.
And there's more than, I can't tell you the numbers of ways some things can come out and be good. Generally, it's not a black or white thing.
Let's touch base a little bit on Sarasota. What do you think this is bringing to the community? I mean, I know that I just love it being here. It keeps the talent here. We have great schools here in this field. Yeah. What about it in Sarasota here? How do you feel about that?
I think Sarasota is really absolutely jewel in Florida, and with our Ringling School of Art and our theater and all, it's very creative area. And to have the film festival here is a natural fit. It's a natural fit. We have a professional, high-level film festival. This is a whole thing. This is a people's film festival. You don't have to qualify.
That is key. That's key right
important.
There.
And you know, I can't tell you how many famous people got rejected as writers. Everybody rejected their book, or they couldn't get auditions, and they turn out to be big creative stars. Now today is the best time in history with the easy access to the media, to the internet and stuff. Sure. And you get your foot in the door. It's doing it and doing it and doing it. I think I
like it too, because everybody shines.
Absolutely.
Everybody shines.
And to build a base and have Sarasota really get well known for, this is the place to go. This is one of the places to go. You want to film.
We want to keep it local, and if you were to say anything to any of the people with the sponsorships out there, we need those sponsorships to come in. We want to send one of the kids to film school.
Absolutely. Businesses should. This is a great thing, I think, for businesses to be associated with, and because it's so positive and it's so productive. You can't do better than sponsoring young creative talent.
That's awesome.
Or old creative talent, I might say.
Well, Dick, I really appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much.
And it's a pleasure.
This has been awesome, and thank you for being one of our judges. We're so excited about it.
And I can't wait to get the films.
Yeah, we're going to see them. So make sure you're sending in your stuff. Make sure that Dick's proud. Take your time and get along, just like you and your brother do. And we'll see you on the big screen in just a little while.